Guys, this over here is our TTp223 capacitive touch module, and you can see it is not pressed because I have not pressed it. Now I bring my finger near it, it says pressed. You don't even have to touch it, you just have to bring the finger close like this. So it says pressed, not pressed, pressed, not pressed, pressed, not pressed. Guys, welcome to learning microcontrollers. So guys, in this video I will show you how you can interface a TTp223 capacitive touch module with an Arduino UNO. So let's get started. So this over here is our capacitive touch module. It has 3 pins: signal, VCC and ground. So left is signal, VCC and ground, and let's do the connections with an Arduino UNO. So as you can see, on the right we have our Arduino UNO, on the left the same module. This time I have just rotated it. If you hold it like this, the right one is the signal, center is VCC, the left is the ground. So for the signal pin, you can use any available digital input output pin of your Arduino UNO. I connected to the pin number 7. For the VCC, connected to the 5-volt pin. For the ground, connected to the ground pin of your Arduino UNO like this. So this is our simple connection. Let me introduce you to the hardware before we move on to the programming. So this over here is our hardware. This is our capacitive touch module. As you can see, you just have to touch it to make it work. And there we have our Arduino UNO. Wiring is as shown in the presentation. So let's get to the Arduino IDE to start the programming. So this over here is our Arduino IDE. Let me zoom in, go to the file, click on new sketch. So the new sketch opens up. Wait. Okay. Before you do anything else, first of all, save your work. Go to file, save, write any name, whichever you prefer. Okay, here you go. Wait for the window to refresh. Okay, here you go. I will remove these comments. If you want to keep, you can keep them. Okay, first of all, we need to initialize the pin that we are using for the sensor. That is pin number 7. So I write here pin mode pin 7 as input, because for the sensor we always use pin as an input. So as the theory says, datasheet says when a button is pressed, 1 is sent. This means pressed equals to 1. So this means that by default our state must be 0. So we make it 0. Digital write pin 7 low. So by default, if the button is not pressed, then the microcontroller must be receiving a 0. So this is our one-time loop. We initialize the pin, then we set its initial value, that is low. Now if first we have to read the button, that what is the state of the button. So I take a variable, I call integer touch equals to digital read what pin number 7, whatever is coming from the pin number 7. Now we use the if else conditions to see if the button is pressed or not, and we will use a serial monitor to display on it if the button is pressed or not. So we initialize the serial port first. Serial dot begin. How much baud rate? 9600 I set because it's commonly used. You can set any baud rate you prefer, but remember the same baud rate you also have to set on the serial terminal as well. Now here you start doing the programming. So first of all, I write here if touch is double equal to 1, like if the button is pressed, then what it should do, serial dot print ln, print on the serial terminal button pressed like this. So this means the button is pressed. Else if it's not 1, then it means if it's not 1, then it is 0. So in that case it will display the opposite. We just copy paste it and write here button and add not in capital, not pressed. Okay, that's it. So this is a simple code. I build this code. Okay, no errors. I upload this. Uploading, wait. Okay, done uploading. That's perfect. Okay, now let's go to the hardware. I place it somewhere where you can see both. Okay, I go to the tools and open the serial monitor. Okay, button not pressed. That's perfect. It is not pressed. So there we got the button. Now I press it. Okay, button pressed. I leave it not pressed. See, it is working. Button pressed, not pressed. I just have to touch it, place my finger near it. Even I don't have to touch it. See, I do not usually touch it. I just bring the finger near it and it takes it as pressed. See, there's not even a need to touch it because it's a capacitive touch button. See, you don't even have to touch it. You just have to go near. See, button pressed, not pressed. So this is simple as that, guys. So I hope you guys learned something from this lecture. If you have any questions, just leave a message. So we'll see you in the next lecture. Goodbye until then.